Thank you very much, President Constanescu, for mentioning my private occupation, surgery. It makes my life absolutely different because, to my mind, it's very important for every person to see one childbirth and one death. Not funeral, but death in the beginning of our lives. It would change the world greatly. People would understand why we are here and what's the end point of our lives. So, but if we go back to the discussion yesterday, it's always a great challenge to talk to young people because you have a gap of life experience, and this gap exists. At the same time, you have to feel as young as they are and try to meet their expectations, what we are going to talk about. If we are going to talk about the future and the peaceful future of the globe and the future of the European Union, this is not an easy task. I started with the European Union and I just asked them, do you feel like Europeans? Majority said yes, but some youngsters said no. I asked, not yet? And they answered yes, not yet. That means that they are prepared for the life, but not yet. So we try to talk what unites all the people. And of course, there's a very important question of values. And of course, sitting around this table, no majority will have the same values of democracy, rule of law, and freedom of expression. That's true. But we must also acknowledge that the whole world is not with us in these values. What we can do, and then I wanted to speak about what I call universal human values, which are really supported by all people all over the world. That's the human life itself, that's the love, family, children, capability and possibility to work and feed your family. And if we focus on all these, as I call universal human values, we'll start much successfully approaching each other and making the world better. So we agreed on all these topics, but at least we were talking also about the identities mentioned before the speakers in other panels. In this world, we have to live in multi-layer or multiple identities, starting by who you are, just a person with a name and a last name, then your family, then your town, your ethnical identity, religious identity, national identity, regional identity, like a European becomes also a reality. And I was surprised talking to the young people in my country that they have the Baltic identity, which is just a regional identity because of a common history in the centuries before. So, and they agreed on that, and I was very happy because we feel united with the young generation in all our views. But then they asked me a very strange question I was not prepared to answer. How should we commemorate such events like a collapse of communism? And I was not able to answer immediately, you know. It took me about a while to get the answer. And I just remembered the Baltic Way. If you know, the Baltic Way was a chain of people from the capital city, Tallinn of Estonia, through the capital city of Latvia, Riga, to the capital city, Vilnius of Lithuania, made by people, you know, holding each other's hands. And this Baltic Way had three purposes: to tell the people that we have a dream. The other purpose was to attract attention that we have a dream. And the third one was to show that we are very well organized to reach our dream, to make it a reality. And I have a proposal to everybody sitting in this room. We have a dream expressed by many speakers before, to make a peaceful world. And I have a proposal just to commemorate the Baltic Way and bring in the Baltic soft power in this room. Let's hold each other's hands, like in a Baltic Way 25 years ago, and express our dream for the peaceful world, and also to express that we are united and well organized to do that. So we did it. Round of applause.